Still, Watcher. You don't have the pocket money for that.
How much farther can I go?
Arrest the smell?
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need 'em?
I'm too scared to come here anyway.
Make no sudden moves, and no one gets hurt. The cultists took control of my fiancé.
Open to interpretation.
Have you got anything I can use to bring him back?
You'd say if you had no idea.
That would be the Midas.
Bake something. You love baking. You seen any gazetteers around? Need to see if the new edition's out. Just a bit of beer and wine.
Get the point eventually,
Tavern review enthusiasts will note the
Filling the damn city to the brim.
I can see people down there on the docks going about their business.
We'll get to them soon enough.
Baldur's Gate. City of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of crime and chaos.
The book was a lot more.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Than its pre-
You aren't a stonemason by any chance? Nah, suppose not.
You one of Tamrin's friends? Well, we haven't seen him. He did a runner one night, never came back. You won't find him here.
Really love the book setting. Twisty corridors, flickering candlelight. Oh, it's such good. Would you like that?
The wooden sets were the best bits.
It's all right, Van Ram.
Intrigue was its finest quality. Don't get me wrong, the book intrigued me. In all the right ways. I did think.
Get it back!
We can't do it without him. Another one who can't take a bit of hard work.
First one to give up before he got paid up.
What's he got to say for himself? What the author did with Bedford.
Justice.
I can sneak in here. Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Let's have a look.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
I am inspecting the security on your master's orders.
Of course. Whatever the master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will.
I've got a
Another guest. Yes, yes. More bones to chew, more bodies to nibble.
Yeah.
Slim pickings up here, but safe. No one grabbing, no one biting.
Where are people biting rats? Looking at Astarion.
In the guts of the palace. Hungry mouths down there. Another visitor? Staying long? The others are.
What others? Who are these visitors?
Guests came for a party. Never left, though. Dunno what happened to them. Don't want to know. But I'm sure you're different. I'm sure you'll be fine.
You one of them? The fangy ones?
What is a fangy one? Again, looking at Astarion.
Big, hairy, teeth. They're mean, real mean. Stay away.
Memorize these rules and do not fail to follow them. Do your job silently. Do not speak unless spoken to. The master likes it quiet. If you are not busy, find something to do and look busy. The master likes diligence. If you encounter the master, stand still and cast your eyes with deference. The master likes to be respected. No whistling. Chamberlain Dufray.
Well, that's suspiciously welcoming. So this is it. I'm home. There's the same fading carpet. The same tasteless art. Nothing's changed. But gods, Everything feels different.
Are the servants charmed like the guards in the tower?
Oh no, it's much worse than that. They're fanatics. Here of their own free will, and utterly devoted to Cazador. Each one came to our door, and begged to be given his eternal gift. They're sure he'll turn them if they serve him well enough. You'd almost feel sorry for the poor, deluded souls. But they're idiots, who brought this upon themselves, so don't.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I was thinking first we find Cazador, and then we kill Cazador. That's about it, really. We can workshop the details as we go.
What's it like being back?
It does feel strange. Breaking into your own home. Especially if murder's on your mind. Then again, this is hardly the strangest thing we've done together. Although it could be the most satisfying. Well, the second most satisfying.
Are you sure about this? You don't have to face him.
I've never been less sure of anything. But if I don't face him now, I never will. I'll spend the rest of my life running, watching the shadows, never feeling safe. No. This has to happen. Here and now. Also, there's a small matter of all that power I can steal from the bastard. So that'll be nice.
Perfect.
Victoria's list. There are 17 paintings, but sometimes some of them are the same painting, except that later sometimes they're different again. There are 17 candelabras. Sometimes I light them, but the candles don't burn down. There are 17 chairs, which is almost too many. Father says if I go into the ballroom, I will be bitten 17 times by 17 rats.
The master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
Here we go.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest.
I'm going to try to decipher the text on the door.
The writing means nothing to you. You can't even recognize the script.
There's writing like this all over the palace. Some old, probably dead language of Cazador's. We were strictly forbidden from learning it.
I'm going to examine the hollow in the door.
The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest. The inscription on this bust reads Mordok Solanmir, one of Cazador's ancestors, perhaps?
This is a ledger listing the and tracking inventory of goods in regular use at the Tsar Palace, with categories for food and drink for servants and quote-unquote guests. Cleaning supplies including alchemical bloodstain remover from bone cloaks, opaque heavy curtains, candles of different sizes in yellow tallow and red and black wax, leather strips with buckles, balms and oils, and regular deliveries of Baldur's Mouth broadsheets. Chamberlain Dufay. The Kazakuran dictionary we use to train new servants on how to operate the ballroom door has gone missing, and my signet ring alone won't do the job. Please have the servants sort this out. It shouldn't be my problem to solve. Gotti. The note continues in different handwriting. Gotti. The servants and I are thoroughly busy preparing for the master's celebration. Get your bones out of the kennel and search every chamber on the vampire spawn level. And quickly, find that book.
What a day. Let's crack it open.
No one back home will ever believe this. Another step forward.
Dufay's diary. Diary of Antoine Dufay, the Chamberlain of Cazador's palace. The final page of the diary reads, I know enough about what the master has in mind with his ritual that I refuse to be a stand-in for that missing brat Astarion. Even if Cazador finds my body, the potion Bone Cloaks sold me is promised to provide a convincing illusion of death, especially since I'll leave behind a look-alike potion of acid poisoning. My one regret is dear Lurana, but I simply cannot trust her with the secret of my one chance of escape. When the potion wears off, Cazador will have ascended and will have need of my services, or he will be no more, and the mastery of the palace will fall to me. Chamberlain Duffy is apparently inside this casket.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance. I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here.
What's inside?
Just keep cleaning. Don't stop cleaning.
Victoria's note. Victoria, remember to read that ancient language book. You'll need to know some of the vocabulary to be able to move freely within the palace. Signed, Father. Dalria's private diary. Before I was Dalria, vampire spawned slave to Cazador Sar, I was Dr. Dalria, physician general to the Parliament of Baldur's Gate. Spawn or no, I'm still Dr. Dalria, and I will not submit to this lowly status. The others say vampirism is a curse, but in my educated opinion, it's a disease, and therefore must be vulnerable to medical treatment. I believe a massive infusion of fresh, youthful blood may overwhelm the vampirism infection and enable my body to heal. There's one potential source of such blood here. Victoria, the as yet pure-blooded daughter of Leon Onfrio. Leon was a sorcerer before he was a vampiric slave, and has warned us not to prey upon Victoria, as he has imbued her with a counter curse in the event of attack. As he has imbued her with a counter curse in the event of an attack, made her a necrotic booby trap, as it were. I think Leon is bluffing. Given Victoria is now a necrotic booby trap, I would say Leon was not bluffing. This book is a dictionary of the ancient Kozakran language from the distant land of Karatur. Flipping through the pages, you find certain words and phrases underlined. Open, enter, beware, forbidden, sealed.
A dictionary of language. Hardly surprising for a vampire's lair. Seems simple enough.
Look at that.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Very well.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody.
Cazador hired me to capture Astarion. I am here to deliver.
But you're too late to see the Master. The doors are sealed. He will not be disturbed.
Doors can be unsealed. Do you have the key?
Perhaps.
But the Master ordered the doors closed until he was finished. Godi will not open them for anyone, much less for you.
Your master needs Astarion for the ritual. He'll be furious if you stop us from joining him.
The Master will not be disobeyed. You will not open that door.
Tormented!
So much to prepare.
Mistra Rill. Don't get too close.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Bless us, Master. May we be...
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
We have everything we need to open the ballroom door. So let's not waste time talking. Cazador's hiding somewhere behind that door, and I'm going to find him.
Best be on my way.
So much to prepare.
What's hiding here?
Bless us, Master. May we be one.
Wolves will not obey. Be Alpha. Make them.
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the carrot nor the stick.
Stop! No more squeaking. No more rat lies.
Cazador's finest. When you're on the hunt, take prey by preference from the city's lower classes. Patriarchs may smell better, but will attract unwanted attention if too many aristocrats vanish when they're out slumming. In the last month, you've already brought in a Delusker, a Jahazo, and an Othun. And now 3 wealthy families are up in arms. Watch it. Chamberlain Dufay.
Not for long. Tonight, changes always from a jittery will eat you all. All bloody and raw.
Hee the garlic in Yusun's bed gave him a nasty rash. Serves him right for being such a whining runt. Now, if only I could get at that snob Leon and his brat of a daughter, but she's protected. Cazador must have a fine plan for little Victoria. I wonder what it is.
Master favors wolf, not rat. Master not feed wolf to stupid spawn. New master eats all the fresh meat, but not for long.
much to prepare.
Wolves will not obey. Alpha, make them hear you.
Leon's diary. Diary of Leon Onufrio. Ever since the Master turned me and forced me to bring Victoria along into the palace, I've had to be his best hunter just so I could stay in here with my daughter and keep her away from the other spawn. I don't like the way Violet looks at her. Not at all. When I asked the Master what he plans to do with Victoria, Cazador just gives me that wicked smile. Next time I get out on a hunt, must talk to Figaro to finalize the deal for Victoria's escape disguise. If there's enough time before this ritual the Master talks about.
Alpha, make them hear you.
Favored spawn. Cazador's best prey hunters are entitled to stay in the special bedchamber year to date. Leon, Leon, Violet, Leon, Leon, Leon.
So much to prepare.
Master not here. You obey me. Wolves will not obey. Be Alpha, make them hear you.
Bless us, Master. May we be one.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozikuran script from the dictionary you found.
I'm going to press the Tsar signet ring against the hollow and read the door's inscription aloud.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
Always jittery. You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Let's light them up.
There's blood in the air. Yes, here.
Blood comes easy these days. Where do I go from here? need to find a way forward.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel!
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
Let's spill some blood.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
Let's have some fun.
Still on my feet. Another day, another fight.
But kicking for goodness!
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Nothing will stand in my way. You've made a grave mistake. Is that blood? Never mind. What's in here? Time to get going.
away from Waterdeep. One with the weed.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. One day I'll catch a break.
Stand on a clean metal platform, a beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
I'm going to descend into the depths of the palace.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
I'm going to press Sar's signet ring into the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
The skull's memories rise and unfold. I'm going to let them wash over me.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velios. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
I'm going to use wisdom to concentrate on the memory. What is Velof's first lesson?
Your attention wanders for a moment, and you miss the import of Velioth's ghostly whisper. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
I'm going to concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's second lesson?
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
I'm going to concentrate on the memory. Well, what is Velioth's third lesson?
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
I need a moment for the two of us.
This is all so grand. To think, it was just sitting here, lurking under the floor.
Do you think he built this dungeon just for the ritual?
I don't know. It feels older than that. Who knows how old? But Cazador will want a grand space for his ascension. A venue like this feels perfect. Now we just need to see what lies at the heart of this place.
For my sins, my soul was made ink and written onto this parchment, where its scrawl crawls sleeplessly for eternity, unless you free it. Names, thousands of them. Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldarian, though some of those near the beginning of the list are families now long disappeared. This is a list of names of people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it?
So this is the scroll that was in the old vampire's jaw. Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals detailing the ways death can be turned to one's advantage, or simply made more interesting. The rite of perfect slaughter, the liturgy of the dead, the sacrament of the damned, and many more strange accursed rituals cover the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. O piteous dead, O ravenous dead, immortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison, and hunger its jailer. The rite of profane ascension will release you. Walk in the sun. Suffer not from hunger. Grow your power beyond anything you've ever imagined. A pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls, each bearing an infernal mark, and you shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls. Speak the words. Esse Dominus. Has animus offero in sacrificio. Nunc volo potastrium quam polissus es mihi. I did not say that right. It's a good thing I'm not trying to ascend.
No traps, please.
The Journal of Cazador Sar. It records the movements and actions of his spawn, with particular attention paid to Astarion. Every order, failure, and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Astarion failed to return from his hunt this night. Godly informed, he will have the pliers ready for when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. I know I ought not to be surprised. The boy has always been troublesome. But to disappear now, when we are all but ready, it's unconscionable, even for him. I have dispatched the brood. They will find him and bring him home, and when they do, I will make him scream for this. It has been days, and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I'm searching further afield, but my reach outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. My spawns fail me. Astarion eludes me. I will have my due.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
I'm going to press the Tsar signet ring into the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Gods, these poor people.
Ugh, disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Who is he?
It's not just him. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
I'm going to let Astarion answer.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
Cazador plans to use you in his ritual. That's why he scarred you. Let us help?
Help. Help. There's no helping us while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
We'll find a way.
And then? What happens to us?
What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want to die. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word. Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
It's Cazador's cruelty, not yours, to have kept them alive in this way.
Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just sickening. Seeing them again. I don't know what else.
Hey! Hey, you! Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you!
You're the children from the Monster Hunters camp?
Camp. Monster Hunters. The Gur camp. Oh, gods! My parents' camp! Chessa, focus! Resist the beast inside you. You promised! It's your fault! You did this to us! Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns! I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you, mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
We'd promised their parents we'd save them.
Parents? You've seen my parents?
They're looking for you.
I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
I'm going to help you. How do I free you?
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes, and with it, hope.
You really mean it? Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow.
All right, I'll free you once I have the staff.
Good luck. If you fail, well, I suppose we'll be seeing you again in here. Yours neither. They're all red and...
Well, you clearly want to say something.
Will you save the children of Ulmer's tribe like you promised?
I'm not sure. I've been weighing my options. On the one hand, they're the key to my unlocking eternal power and freedom. On the other, well, it's my fault they're here. Yes, it was Cazador's command. I had no choice, but it seems now I do.
You should free them. You owe them that.
And what am I owed? What about the injustices I've suffered? Am I not entitled to anything? All that matters now is killing Cazador. I've earned that, if nothing else. We can deal with the prisoners when the time is right. After all, they're not going anywhere.
At the ready.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
Step by step.
Gonna say nothing.
I suspected you would return to me changed. Never did I imagine you would be so wretched. Oh, thankless child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you what you are?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger!
Cazador channels his powers through those runes. Quadrico faction!
You point, I punch. My hamster has dined on god flesh. You are but a tiny crumb.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your...
Still breathing, despite everything.
Strip away every power if you wish. It will not save you. Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Pawn to Cleric 4.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
A better position.
have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
No bleeding out on my watch.
Take Hero.
You are going to suffer for everything you did to me!
I have known you for 2 centuries. Have I not suffered enough?
Butt kicking for goodness!
Shall we cut and run? With pleasure.
I won't let you do this! I won't let you win!
It won, my boy. All the pieces are in place. The ascension.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Shall we dance? Make it hurt.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Striking distance.
Go for the eyes, Boo!
Let's spill some blood. Let's do it.
I won't give in.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Turn someone inside out. Yes. On the way.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Whose battle cry is too high for your hearing, but you should tremble all the same.
Still on my feet. Still breathing, despite everything.
To glory or glorious death!
The dance macabre. Tormented!
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Gone with the weave.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
No healing soup for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I
would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help.
Didn't you hear him? If you complete the ritual, you'll be consumed.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
If I help you complete the ritual, it will kill all those people.
These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if they die and I ascend, I won't have to rely on the parasite to walk in the sun. I'll be free. Truly. Completely free. Isn't that what you want?
I'm gonna look into my lover's eyes to see what's driving this.
You can see the fear in his eyes, but also the hunger. The thick smell of blood in the air and the promise of power being so close is intoxicating to him. All he can see is the power of the ritual and the freedom that power brings. The freedom to do anything, to be anything.
I know you think this will set you free, but it won't. This power will trap you just like it trapped Cazador.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
It means you're free. You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. Sounds terrifying. And it is. But there's opportunity in it too. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Let's release them. They deserve the same chance you got.
They may not be the safest types to unleash, but their deaths would have weighed heavy on you.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go.
First in my heart.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. It's really over.
I'm proud of you. You did the right thing.
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Anything of use? With haste.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Let's see what this does.
The elevator lies ready to carry you back up to the palace.
Let's get out of here. I've had more than my fill of this place.
And yes, I am going to ascend out of the dungeon. This seems to be the working notebook used by a certain Chamberlain Dufay to plan Cazador's gathering in the mansion ballroom. Functions are divided into two categories, those for invited guests and those for involuntary guests. The entertainment for the latter category being considerably more sinister than the former. The final handwritten entry is below. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast, he said. This will be my ultimate test, and I am prepared. I am sure the guests, both invited and involuntary, will be thrilled to participate.
I should probably start getting used to the shadows again. Who knows how long I have left in the sun?
Regretting your choices?
No, I made the right choice. Although I do regret the options I had. Maybe never seeing the sun again is just the price of freedom.
I'll be with you either way. I hope you know that.
I think I do. Assuming we survive, of course, because a horrible death is always just around the corner with you. There's something I'd like to show you, if that's all right. Something out in the city.
Of course, lead on.
This way. It's not far.
The graveyard is appropriately silent. There isn't a proverbial soul around.
Are we here to piss on someone's grave?
The enthusiasm is appreciated, but hopefully not. Nearly 200 years. And I never came back. Not since the night I woke up down there. I had to punch a hole in the coffin and claw my way through 6 feet of dirt. Then when I finally broke the surface, retching up dirt and congealed blood, Cazador was waiting. From that day on, I was his. Until today.
You were never his. Whatever he had, he took by force.
Maybe. But he did take it. There's almost nothing left of the person I was. Just a name on a rock. For nearly 2 centuries, I stalked the streets like a ghost. Well, the person I was lay here. Dead and buried. Now I need to figure out who I am. What I want.
You are the person I love and the person I want.
I feel the same. You were by my side through all of this. Through bloodlust and pain and misery. You were patient. You cared. You trusted me when that was an objectively stupid thing to do. I feel safe with you. Seen. And whatever the future holds for me, I don't want to lose that.
You won't. Whatever comes next, I've got you.
Thank you. Well, I should probably fix this.
I'm going to give him his moment.
I've been dead in the ground for long enough. It's time to try living again. With everything that life has to offer.
Meaning?
If a night of passion is on offer, I could be persuaded.
Sounds good to me.
You know, I didn't care for you when we first met, but I do now. Being with you is about more than lust or manipulating you into a tactical alliance. I love you. I love this. And I want it all.